Welcome to Liberate University. Liberate University is free educational content released for the benefit and enjoyment of all. Many thanks to our gracious family of world-class practitioners for sharing their work.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Liberate University. Today I want to talk about energy healing and why it's important for you to pick the right energy healer, okay? So a lot of people don't even know what energy healing is. It's like kind of like a buzzword that's going around, and maybe you've heard of Reiki, or maybe you've heard of shamanic healing, or now there's chakra balancing, or whatever it is, right? And people don't understand, okay, what is it? And why is it effective? And then I'm going to take it a step further and say, why is it important to pick the right healer? Okay. So first off, we're energy, okay? If you've ever walked around and kind of rubbed your foot on a carpet, and then you can go and you can shock somebody, and that energy current goes through you, and somehow through the static electricity that you've accumulated in your body, you can actually send an energetic shock through somebody, okay? That's because going through our body at any time is an energy current, okay? The earth has an energy kind of vibration and current. It's back in the 50s with the Schumann resonance that came about, and they measured the pulse of the earth, and it came out to be 7.83 hertz, okay? And we all have an energetic vibration that we can measure. We're supposed to be 7.83 hertz and vibrate with the same frequency of Mother Earth. However, living life, our minds, our energies, the modern world, cell phones, all of this stuff, and the different types of interference that's going on with all this energy being passed through us, we vibrate all over the case, right? And so sometimes we can become out of alignment, or sometimes we can have blocks within this energy flow that goes through us. And you might have heard of the buzzword chakras and things like that, and they're these energy centers in your body, okay? Now, what happens when somebody is an energy healer is they draw in, or they can tap in kind of like that static electricity that you feel when you rub your feet against the carpet and shock for somebody. Well, they open up their chakras and they allow for this energy that's all around us, this divine energy, to be channeled through. Most of the time it comes through their crown, but you can also bring in energy from different points in your chakras, and you bring that in and you become a vessel. It's almost like you become the electrical current that allows for energy to go through you, okay? Now, when that happens, when this energy goes through somebody and they become a conductor for energy, okay, they can allow for that transmission of energy to work towards healing and aligning your energy, okay? And so a good way to look at this is like, okay, we are all this certain vessel of energy, okay? And some people can conduct more energy. And so if you think about like a power plant is this massive force of energy, okay? And if you wanted to plug in like your hair dryer to a power plant, what's gonna happen? It's gonna freaking like explode, okay? And so it's way too big of an energy body to allow yourself to plug in a hairdryer. It's gonna explode, okay? So what happens is the power plant deciphers that energy to sub-generators that then sub-generates that, and even the energy amount that's coming through your power box for your house is a certain voltage, and from that, they take that energy and even go down, 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 down to the power outlet. And then you can safely plug in your hairdryer to the power outlet, and you can use that amount of energy, okay? So think about energy healers have worked on their body to take in a larger ability of energy. It's almost like they're that power plant that can take in more, or they're their generators rather, and the power plant is God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, and they're the deciphering down to you being able to plug into an outlet. outlet, okay? I hope this is making sense, okay? And so with that being said, people that work with the energy realms are constantly tapping into that higher energetic vibration. And what's happening on like a physical level is we have this energetic core so there's your crown chakra, but you also have another chakra up here, which is your connection to your higher soul. And there's a golden bridge that connects that down. And then you take that energy and it goes down your spinal cord, and then it connects to all of these different sub-chakras, okay? And so you have you have your ajna, you have your throat, you have your heart, you have your solar plexus, you have your sacral, you have your root, and then down at the bottom of your feet, you have 2 little soul chakras, and even have chakras in the palms of your hands. Interesting thing to think about is actually, a lot of people say that you have 7 chakras. You have hundreds and hundreds of chakras, okay? That's why in acupuncture, okay, acupuncture is a good way for you to kind of map over and see, what do? They put in needles in different points and meridians within your body, and they are actually tapping into micro chakras. And why I say that is because it matters which way you turn the needle of how the energy current goes. If it wasn't this energy a center or this kind of area, it wouldn't matter which way the needle's turned, okay? So you have all of this that's going on in your system. Now, why is this important, okay? Because sometimes we get really depleted with our energy body and we're actually not taking in as much energy naturally, or our chakras become clouded or congested, and we need to go back into alignment. Our own thoughts, our physical, our mental, all of these things, our emotions, they affect our energy system, and other people affect our energy, okay? And the places that we go, the things that we do, all of this, okay? And so when you get an energy healing, it's like it realigns you, okay? Now there's many different forms of energy healing out there, and they do mostly relatively the same thing, but different, okay? Now, a lot of people recently have really gotten into wanting to, more people are feeling energy, they're feeling vibrations, they're becoming more sensitive, and they're taking courses, they're taking Reiki certifications, they're taking, chakra balancing classes, they're taking theta healing, they're taking access bars, they're taking pranic healing, they're taking all of these courses and these weekend courses, and they're learning certain techniques, and they're also upgrading their energy center so that they can take in more energy. However, it's very important to look at the person that you're getting a healing from, okay? And I want to express this so importantly because there's something called a transference of energy. If energy is coming through me and being passed on to you, it matters how clear my channels are in order for you to have an effective healing, okay? So rewind a little bit. I want to give you another analogy, okay? Think about if you have pipes in your house, okay? Water pipes, right? And you're running water through it, okay? If you have a very small pipe, okay, not much water is going to come out, right? And that's why different people have different power of energy, and some people can feel the energy vibration or an energy healing a little bit more powerfully from one healer versus the next. Is your pipe or your channel actually continues to grow. The more you work on yourself, the more that you are that bigger conductor for energy, okay? So you become this bigger conductor for energy, and you can take in more and you can decipher more, okay? However, also think about, has somebody purified their self? And what do I mean by that? We all have past garbage, okay? We have traumas, pains, disappointments, issues that we face through childhood, through past lives, whatever the case may be. And if somebody hasn't worked on purifying their self and removing these things, it's like a dirty pipe. Think about a really rusty pipe. And even if it's a big rusty pipe, it doesn't really matter if you're running clean water and universal energy through a rusty pipe or water through a rusty pipe. What's gonna come out the other end? It's not gonna be clean water. It's gonna be dirty, rusty water, okay? And sometimes people meaning well, they get onto this path, they take a weekend course, they think they're certified as an energy healer, and they start healing people, and they haven't even worked on their self, okay? And so what's happening is sometimes they do more harm to the person than good, because as that divine energy or that water goes through that rusty pipe, it comes out dirty, and the person's getting dirtier. They're not getting cleaner, they're not getting realigned in a sense. And so I really want to stress that to you a lot, because especially in Los Angeles, I mean, I could throw a quarter and somebody's an energy healer. There's so many different classes and workshops going on that these certifications are all over the place, and these people are popping up saying they're a healer. I mean, like, would you go to, I don't know, a life coach that's 20 years old? What kind of life experience do they have? They need to work through some stuff in order to help guide you through different things. You wouldn't go to a career coach that has a struggling career, right? You want to go to somebody that actually knows what they're doing when you're seeking different types of like coaching or mentorship. It would be the same thing for an energy healer. You want to go to somebody that's purified their body, purified their mind, purified their emotions, so that their channel is purified and they do the work, okay? And what do I mean by doing the work? I mean, daily meditations, connection, allowing their self to continue to work on their character defects, on their emotional shortcomings, on working on uncovering their past, so that they can even be a higher vibrational conduit of energy that passes a clean channel onto you that can shift and alter you. Because given the right person and somebody that is a purified, beautiful channel, you can have miraculous things happen. They can really allow to clean you. It's like an energetic shower. It's like a shower to your body, removing those negative thought forms, those negative blockages, removing fears, phobias, anxiety, removing heartbreak, removing old past trauma and wounds. That is all possible with energy healing, because it gets stored in your energy body. Another example would be like if you've ever went and gotten a massage, or know somebody that's gotten a massage, that when the masseuse is working on somebody and they really work out a knot, okay? Sometimes somebody can have an emotional release. They can cry, they can want to feel like they want to scream, or different things like that. What is that? That's stored emotional trauma and energy that's lodged in the physical body. And that's what energy healers can help remove, okay? And so, yeah, the body work's great too. I think I'm a great proponent of that, but energy work can work on that as well. But it allows you to see that this energy, or these impacts of our thoughts, emotions, and past experiences actually do affect us physically, mentally, and emotionally, okay? And that there's correlations to different diseases and ailments that manifest within the body based on what people have experienced or what people hold on to. And there's been a massive amounts of success stories that when people clear that, they get better and they heal, okay? So I want to leave you with the ability to understand the importance of, when you're picking an energy healer, make sure you feel the power of that energy healer. Pay attention to them and say, when you tap in and you connect with them, are they somebody that's worked on their self? Have they worked through it? Have they been on this path for a few years? Have they constantly, looked at continuously improving and being a better channel? Have they looked at and explored their past and allowed themselves to overcome issues and circumstances? And then you can feel more comfortable. And then you can allow yourself to experience one of the most miraculous, beautiful things that there is, of the power of an energy healing and a clearing, to allow for you to be in alignment to experience the life that you truly want, okay? So I hope that was helpful. Please do me the favor of allowing yourself to do a little investigation before you hire anybody to be your healer. Thank you.
Thank you for being a part of this class. We hope to see you at the next one.